My name is Michelle Eblen. I get to speak as one of our alumni and formerly Powers, so Carla is my mom. I was here the first year Mayflower existed, and as I was reflecting on all that Mayflower has done for me, where I currently stand in my work has enlightened me on the work that really went into building this. I am in a job where I'm responsible for starting up a college ministry and a young adult ministry. And so as I reflect on what God has done here, there's three things that really strike me. And the first is the courage of the founding board. They had a vision, and this is what the vision is, just so we can remember it. Their vision was to support the Christian family in providing a Christ-centered, biblically based education, which instills these things: spiritual discernment, vision, and excellence. They had that vision. That's what they wanted for the next generation. And then they had the courage to act, to actually create it in Creston, Iowa. And so I'm just struck by that, because if they didn't have that courage to take the first step, this wouldn't be happening today. And the second thing is the character of the team that runs the school, from the teachers to the volunteers. I've heard it said, you can't be what you can't see. Well, all the kids that were here saw the character of that vision embodied in the team that led these kids. So it was embodied from Miss Dillinger taking the extra time to create moments for us to really remember. Great fun things like a new theme every month and beach day and, all kinds of things. It was embodied in that. It was embodied in her gift of storytelling, where scripture came alive for me. And it was embodied in Mr. Walker taking the time to run such an orderly, clean classroom. I developed a value for that because of him. And even, taking the time to delight and enjoy on Fridays where we could play football. And Miss Maitland turning scripture into song. That has engraved God's words into my heart. That is the character of this staff. That is who, parents, you have entrusted your kids to. And then the third thing that strikes me is the conviction of you parents to say, this is what we want for our kids. We want them to have spiritual discernment. We want them to have vision. We want them to have excellence. And we know we can't do it alone, and so we're going to partner with this school so that the next generation may embody these things personally and then produce that in the world. And so I'll kind of end with this. I this morning was woken up at 3:50 in the morning, and I never am woken up from my sleep. I sleep. But when I am, I ask God, is there anything you need me to pray about right now? And what came to mind was Mayflower. And I was like, okay, God, so what about Mayflower? And what came to mind was, today we celebrate 20 years, but I want you to pray for the next 20 years, that God would give courage and conviction and character that sustains the next team of people that is going to continue to produce this harvest. And then the verse that came to mind was this: do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time you will reap a harvest. And today, 20 years in, we get a moment to see that harvest. And I get to tell all you parents and founding board and teachers, thank you, because I'm a part of the harvest. And I'm so glad you didn't grow weary in doing good, because I now have Jesus, and I've learned how to give Jesus to people. And all these students, there have been 200 plus students that have been given the tools to get Jesus and then give him to the world. And so the harvest has been produced, and we're going to keep going. But to that I say, thank you.